All right, guys, it's Cutlass, and this is just the intro. I'm going to put the video of the car running and pictures that I took. I didn't want to go live. We made quick work of today, and I'll touch that in a little bit. All right, so as always, Cutlass here, and we got the engine in, we got the engine running. It's got about 45 minutes of runtime on it, revving it up, checking out the oil pressure. Everything's really, really good. Got a couple of oil leaks. One of them was our sending unit, which I think we have fixed, possibly. If not, then I'm going to need a new copper line. But it appears that it has stopped because I don't see a wet spot on the floor. But I do have a leak at the back of the valve cover. These valve covers are hit or miss, and I don't think it's the actual gasket. I think it's the actual nuts, because they're serrated, so it goes past the serrations and it leaks onto the header and stuff. So I have to get some rubber coated washers for that, and that should stop it, hopefully. Last night I cleaned up and prepped the bottom end. I torqued everything down, just sprayed it with pre-cleaner. You guys, like xylene, or you could even use kerosene. I just sprayed it down. I don't like using brake cleaner on bottom end parts unless it's like super initial, like assembly, because it really dries out everything because of the flash point. Kerosene won't exactly dry it out. It'll still leave a film. Same thing with like a wax and grease remover. Unless you wipe it down, it's not gonna, so the areas that need to get cleaned up got cleaned up. The gasket surfaces, I just blasted them with a little bit of brake cleaner, and that was it. So this morning I came out here. I remember I got out here about 10 o'clock. And by about 1 o'clock, I was ready for like lunch. The engine was all put back together, ready to install. I cleaned it up. You can see the manifold's really clean. Everything looks pretty good. It fired right up, and we have about 55 pounds of oil pressure, dead cold, and it drops down to 50, and then it finds its settled way down to like 40. It settles in at about 40 hot. In gear, go down to like 35. That's fine. It'll bounce with the RPM. If I steady up the RPM, it steadies up the oil pressure, so that's typical. So far, so good. Oil pressure is really good. I think all in all, we got about 6 hours of work today into it, and it's back up and running, back together. Just got to get the hood on and put some, maybe drive around the block a couple times and get it to the track and see what it does. So I'm probably going to take the car out for a test night to see how it does, make sure everything's good. And if everything's good, then we're going to race this for our next point race. If not, then we're going to race the Bonneville. Everything went pretty smooth. Again, it was a good day. Got a lot done. I was supposed to work today, but I'm going to work tomorrow instead because I'm going to be tired tomorrow. So I'll probably roll into work about 10, work till 2, come home, and we did all our grocery shopping, everything. My wife was recovering very well. She's driving again. So she's kind of got a little bit of independence again. So either way, I figured I would just make this video to let you guys know. Thanks for following along with this saga. And yeah, oil pressure is fantastic. The engine, the whole time I idled it, it didn't go over like 150. This thing is running really nice. The valve train is a little noisy. You can really hear it work, but it's a solid lifter cam. So, once it's fully warmed up, everything is good. And then by that, like, you know, after like 20 minutes of running, it starts to quiet down. It's not like in the past where it was a few minutes and it would, you know, quiet down. But nothing bad. So on that note, I'll let you guys go. Thanks for following along. Share, like, subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as Copper Cutlass. And hope to hit the track in the next 2 weeks.